Good morning, it's absolutely soaking.
From last night, the stiff one. Let's get that changed out.
I've been using power tools too much. I've lost the ability to use a spanner. Smells like tar. That seal round there, whether it's just been pumped hard enough with grease that this is the first place it comes out, but yeah, it's definitely smelling burnt and hot. Nothing at this end, so the seal on this end's alright. Still sealing. If the bearings collapsed in there, the heat build-up has built up a bit of pressure and pushed that grease out this end. So it does, well, pretty stiff. That's one for the repair block. Here's a fresh one. So this will be the first one that we'll use that's been resealed. Tried resealing them in the past and, well, funny story. I went to AP Bearings and said, look, I need bearings and seals for this hub. I have ordered them in the past, so you might be able to see it off a previous order, but we've not had much luck in getting them to seal properly. So he looked up the order, found it and said, I can see the order, but you didn't order seals. So we put it all back together and didn't put flipping seals on it. There's 2 bearings in there, seal on there, castle nut on the end, and then that cap. Feels good, no play. Seals seem to have sat pretty well, and there's no obvious leaks. Fingers crossed. That's us. Good to go. That one and that one, they had just a little bit of heat to them. That one's a little bit stiffer and a little bit of heat on them, so I wonder what that's off of. Yeah, those two, they're probably realistically on their way out gradually, but we'll just give them a little bit of grease this morning. You can over-grease stuff. Like a normal pump grease gun, you get a bit of feedback. This, you can kind of hear it a little bit by ear, but realistically, probably should just grease every day and just put 2 little squishes in. There's no play in them, none at all. Anyway, that's that good to go now. Let's rock and roll. I have a bull in there. I need out of there. I don't actually have much of a plan. I'm going to go and shut the top gate I left open into this field. Hopefully by the time I do that, all of them have wandered through that gate. Where is he? And he's just coming through there. There he is, he's coming through. Let's get hold of him. You plonker. They've come to the conclusion that I was chatting nonsense and I don't have any grub for them, and they were correct. In hindsight, I should have shut the gate once the bull came through. I'll come back in a few hours with a bucket of food. I'm going to go and do a bit of disking first. Kev's found another use. The implement lifter, shifting the baler so we can get in about the plough. This disc, 10 past 10 already. Sorted out the cattle, went and I made an attempt at catching that bull. Gave up. I left the flipping diesel cap on the way along the road and lathered the tractor in diesel. Nice one, Crawford. And tell you what, it's definitely not the first time I've done that. At least it smells nice. Right, we get a bit of work done here. There's actually a bit of heat in that sunshine and there was a wee breeze there, but it settled down again. Wind's more important to dry out a crop than sunshine. Back to it. Lovely, so I got a bit of a chunk done last night. Now we've got a fair bit to go. Well, way over to that wood, and then the field goes away off, and then down that hill the other side. So we're incorporating the dung. You can see all the dark spots. I was concerned because there's not a lot of organic material here to get worked. One, you've got all the chaff, so the light coloured mat all across the field right now from the shells of the pods on oilseed rape, plus a lot of the stalk. And then you've got what's left of the stalks. So a lot of these stalks are probably just shy of a foot tall where the combines cut them. So we need to work through all of that. And then add on top of that all the dung we've just spread. So it's a lot of material. I was concerned it was going to be quite slippy for the tractor. 15-16% slip coming up the rise. And we're using all the beans. All the beans. I maybe should have taken all the legs off and just ran it as this is working. This tractor's definitely not the complete boss of this machine. Need a bit more weight and a bit more power to really boss this machine all over the hills. Plans have changed a little bit. Well, sun is shining. There's a bit of wind in the air, so we're going to go and cut wheat. 2 ploughs are going, and I was disking, so we're going to stop disking, keep the ploughs moving. One, so Harvey can get a full day and learn a bit. I'll go and cut grain, so let's louse these off. Back to the field we started in yesterday. Wheat, Monza, we'll get that finished today, assuming the weather holds, which there's nothing else forecast. Whoa. That wee few hours this morning of not combining is actually giving Dad a bit of breathing room at the grain dryer. Grain dryer just runs 24 hours, and it's the bottleneck in what we do right now. So that's all to dry. Getting through that, there'll be probably 4 batches lying there. There'll be 3 batches in that corner, that's wet. Dry grain, Dad's running around to the big grain store at the moment, and then the new crop that I'm about to go and bring back in the trailers is going to be, I'll just dump it straight onto the pit, because now there's a bit of a hole there now. We were going to start kind of 8:30 this morning, and it's 2 o'clock now, so how much would we have cut in that time? 6 batches maybe? Oh, I've got grease all up my arm and on the steering wheel. Peas in this field. Obviously they were harvested early this year in an early block, which was lovely. Kev subsoiled it all. Now they're ploughing it. Got a winter barley crop going here. It'll be a seed crop as well. Generally, after peas, a good chance of getting about a ton yield boost. Only maybe half a ton. Harvey's, well, he's put it on this plough. It's quite hard there. It's not getting in the ground too well. Right. How are we going to describe it? We'll describe it as rough as toast right now. He's never ploughed before. He's on an on-land plough, and the GPS when we're running Tandem is just a bit awkward to work out, so just don't bother. The scenario's not perfect. The ground's particularly hard. Getting the plough in the ground's been... That one, all riding the ground quite well. The other one's kind of lifting out in places because it's so firm. It seems to be doing a better job there, but there's a few ruts and whatnot, and it's a bit of a snaky line. By the end of the field it'll be a lot better. My first day ploughing, which I've not done that many days ploughing in total, was much the same. Everyone's was, I think. It's right next to the road as well, but we're sowing it pretty quick. Harvey does a wonky one, Kev tidies it up, and Harvey's wonky one by the other end will be a good lot straighter, I'm sure. Turn it brown, sow it, and be done with it. The ground's hard, isn't it? It's sitting alright there, but at the other end it was getting it in. Yeah, I can take this drone off in here and fly it out the window. No. It was flat, it'd be alright. Dad's just running up the hill right now with the forklift, the trolley down the hill. It's not ideal, it's on the hook, but we're not going far. That's a question actually. I'm needing to get a hook drawbar for the combine header. It's a clevis right now, and it's a bit of a pain. The fence have bigger clevises than the New Holland. The pin doesn't fit in the drawbar of the combine header, the trolley, so usually we just have to get the New Holland, but it's on the plough right now, so a bit of a pain. Whereas if we just had them all on the hook, it's so much easier. What's the benefit of a clevis? Why? Why do things have clevis? I've never really understood the reasoning behind it. Stronger? Beefier? Less slack? I don't know. going to that field just down there. Right, next field, which this is the one that was a wet soggy mess after Tatties. Here you go, clearly two different varieties. I've now forgotten which side's which. I need to figure that out. One of them's, we think, one side's Dawson and one side's Inciter. Yeah. And from the eye, I would have said this side looks better. The lighter stuff. Look at that, it's threshing nice. Oh, it's not very dry. That's 19% stuff, that. The other side, not miles behind, but I would say it's a little bit behind. JJ, let's compare a side-by-side picture if JJ can do that for us. There you go, JJ reference. See a bigger P on that stuff over there, moisture-wise. Let's have a look, see. Oh, much riper, like seriously, much bigger peas as well. Okay, maybe I just got one right dry pea. It's hard to tell whether it's just the colour throwing your eye off a bit. Which side's which? If I find out, I'll let you know. There'll be a label on each side. But there also is two other varieties in this field, a bit of Beowulf and something else. Some bad variety.
I have to celebrate you, baby. I have to praise you like I should.
Pretty robust things, these. That wing's seen better days, bits hanging off it, but still flies. It's a bit off the end. They're all, every single one of them's missing the tip. Is that still going? Aye. You see me now? You see me now? 18. 17.8% moisture. Yesterday it was 15.2. You can see what that little dose of rain's done, but to be honest, wheat in the 17s is no complaints. Another one bites the dust. Harvey's done ploughing. Kev stopped a little bit earlier to go and yoke on the drill. We're going to re-sow some oilseed rape, the field that went cat. I'll explain that later, but see how the combine's going up here. Looks alright from up here. Fielding quite well, that. Looking well from up there. Remarkable. This is the field all winter. I was moaning away about how horrible it looked. Just soaking wet. Tell you what, from up there looking down on it, looks great. Yield monitor pinging around from about 10 up to 11.5 tonne a hectare. By the time you take the end rigs into account, and the yield monitors always gets your hopes up, so I think this could average in the 10s. That's where the water cut tracks through. At least it kind of cut a deep, nasty track, which almost acted like it just kept all the water in one place. Alright, the track hasn't got any crop on it, but either side of the track is thick. I'm amazed how well it's doing out the combine. Hopefully that's uniform across the field, but this part, no complaints. 9 o'clock now, well, another hour or so in here. Now, if there's any rain tonight or tomorrow, we'll get this all finished up by tomorrow, wheat here, and then that just leaves us 2 fields of wheat. The field we just did last, the Monza, 10.5 tonnes a hectare. Be quite interesting once we've cut everything to see where the Monza sits, but yeah, pretty respectable yield. It's probably a little bit smaller grains compared to other crops, but all that matters is weight really for us. It was definitely riper, drier. I should probably have been in that before we were in other fields, but yeah, can't complain. It had all the wheat had the same program on it all, so effectively exact same cost to grow. And yeah, we'll probably do another field next year. No complaints anyway at 10.5 tonne a hectare. So there you go, Rabbi and Alec. It wasn't a flop. I've got high hopes for this field. The yield monitor's ticking away. It's giving you hope. Giving you right good hope. It's when it goes ping boom back to the bottom again. Ping boom. And all you see is the top numbers. It's like looking at a pen of cattle. You only look at the big one.
The sun's supposed to be out first thing tomorrow morning.
What acreage is up there?
34 hectares.
Yeah, we'll get it tidied up tomorrow.
Yeah. Should be if you get a decent start.
So the bottom of this is Inciter and the top's Dawson. So in that field, half and half, and Nura field. Aye, so the Dawson, the Inciter's done a lot better than the Dawson. Did we grow Inciter and Dawson last year as well? I'll check what they did last year. Right, just having a chin wag with Dad. Figuring out exactly where stuff was, variety wise, but yeah, it seems to be the Inciter has definitely outperformed the Dawson. That thick bit we're into now, that's Inciter, and the top end of the field is Dawson, which I don't think's as good. I'll be interested once Scottish Agronomy get their yield results out. I might go and check back their yield results from last year to compare the Inciter and Dawson. Dawson and Inciter. The Inciter was clearly outperforming the Dawson by a substantial margin, somewhere between 0.5 and a full tonne per hectare. The Monza also did well at 10.5 tonne a hectare. Our average worked out at 9.7 tonnes per hectare across the board. Dawson is the one that let down, so we've decided actually to pull the plug on the Dawson. We're not growing any more Dawson for the 27 season, so I think we're sitting at about 14 tonne of Inciter and 7 tonne of Monza. Dawson out, more Monza in, and hopefully that'll please Ravi Brewster. That's the main thing. Another attempt at catching a bull, wish me luck. Saturday today, so go back to school soon. I'll have more of a job to do once he's back to school. Tie that back. We'll jump in the Can-Am and see if we can round them up, but I think they're going to be awkward. Come on in.
It never just goes to plan, does it?
Let me take you where you let me, because leaving just upsets me. Oh, Jenny, you are crazy.
That's it,
First I'm perfect, then I'm lazy. Now it's calling you my baby.
I'm going to have to start again, they won't come down the hill again. And then we're on this one. Jesus, some speed on it. 20 miles an hour already. Nice calf though, nice calf. A bit of a squeeze in here. Oh, we could bring them out the bottom gate. I think we're going to get them down through this bottom gate. They're keen on coming down here. So. Oh, I'm not going to get that to stay.
Real men of genius.
Real man of
Genius. Real man of genius. I just duck down behind these weeds. I need to tidy all this rubbish up. Here they come. They're just going to sneak away and up the hill and not come through this gap into this field. Otherwise, I'll be fuming. Fuming. Oh, it's the same calf that's been a pain in the backside. I should hide more. If they see me, it's game over. I tell you what, if that dog reappears from somewhere over there, we are stuffed. Go left, go left. One more. Oh no. Oh, here it comes. Good job! Easy! Look at that! Lovely bit of grass in there. That's the new grass we put down in the back end. Yeah, a decent bit. Nice, happy days. They'll chow away in here for a couple of days, a few days. Just need to shift the creep feeders in here. and the bull could just stay in the field he was in. When they're younger, time to do a job goes up, and as they get older, time to do a job comes down. And there's a line in the middle which is time to do a job without them. And they're on the right side of the line now, depending on the job. I wouldn't have got those calves through without them this morning. What we're doing now, shifting the bull. Let's get you released. On you go, on your travels, son. Just no action from the lady. Sorry pal, he was just too keen. Too keen. Really wanted at the lady, so he walked through a fence.
We fed the cows, we filled the creep feeders, we moved the cows to a different field, and we had to round up some calves after. We had an issue at the calves because they wouldn't go through the gate because they couldn't see that there was an open gate, and Uncle Crawford left the bull in the way.
You stand there and you clap your hands.
Boom, all bedded.
Gate lassie. Do you like your hoodie? That's just a sample, that one. You're lucky. It's a 1 of 1. Right, chuck that in the forklift. Gate laddie, gate lassie. Right, good job. Check the metal pins are against each other.
Yep.
Yep, there you go. Go for it.
16.6. We normally get about 20, so this is very good, and we dry it to 14.
Good morning. No fence callers have given me an alert to say there's an animal that's not moving, hasn't for a wee while, and it's out of character. I'm hoping it's the collar that's fallen off. It must be because where it is, I do not see a cow lying flat out, which is, I'm now a bit more relaxed. Here we are. So what we'll do, we'll move that into no pasture, which means it's not going to be active. Cows will be in, could be end of this week to scan, so we'll get that collar back on then. So obviously just managed to de-hook from the shackling point at that end. I've had a handful of them do that. But I like that no movement alert. If that was a cow that had got staggers, it would have pinged to let me know that cow's not moved for a while. Because I got that alert, that's the first job I went to, is straight to check if that's a cow or just a collar. Outside of the odd collar coming off, I'm getting on pretty well with these collars. So I'll show you a wee replay of the herd in the last 24 hours. And the audio symbols are where they've had an audio warning, and then the yellow warning is where they've had a pulse, and red is if they've escaped. So you can see during the day there has been 3 of them that have nipped out of the boundary. We'll play it again. See the left side, some of them run through the boundary, they kind of get a panic and go straight back in, and then the right side, one goes for a wander and comes back in. But the amount of yellow pulses in there is actually very minimal. There's a lot of audio warnings, but because they've learnt the system now, let's count how many audio warnings there are. In the last 24 hours, for 30 odd beasts, there's 1, 2, 3, that was on the same animal though, and 3, 4, 5 on the same animal. So only 2 animals in the last 24 hours have had pulses, because they've really properly learnt the system now. And they come to the boundary, the audio goes, and they're like, nope, see you later. What it does is, as they escape, they get 1 pulse, they get another pulse, and after 3 you won't give them any more for welfare. That animal has escaped, but the rest of the cows are still in the zone. They come back pretty quick. You do get the odd animal that goes through a boundary, goes through panic, and because there's no visual boundary, they might not figure out exactly where to get back. Working well. It's just been fueled up, but there's a lot of rain forecast. It looks bleak. This is today. That rain's coming late afternoon, I think. 12 mil in the next 24 hours. It's a bit more unsettled now. So we've got 66 acres of wheat left. We'll not get that finished today, assuming the rain does come at 5 o'clock today. We'll not have much left though. Then we're on to spring barley, spring oats and wheat. But the weather's just really breaking at the moment. It's 8:41 right now and it's already looking a bit gloomy where we're heading. 6 miles that way. Not ideal. That's the wheat on my left there. We got finished that on Saturday night and then a bit of rain Sunday, so we didn't go Sunday. Also, I had a massive hand load. Massive wedding on the Saturday night. Oh, I'm still feeling it today. Sign of old age, coming up to the big 30. The end of my 20s. So a few more blowouts before I make it to 30. We'll give the ball a good kick. Oh, we're getting a good run through here. Not much traffic. Monday morning. It's not. Oh, here comes a tractor. Oh, it's Kev. It's fine. He'll see us coming. Right, 2 fields here. 66 acre. KWS Dawson in this field and this field. I feel like the Inciter has outperformed the Dawson this year, but once we get these 2 fields cut, we'll know fully. Good to get the feet all done and dusted in the shed. Right, backyard 1, jumped in 718 with a trailer on it. Kev's putting our trailer on that 724. Kev will get the first load. This tractor runs so much smoother on the road with a big weight on the front. It's not a regular occurrence, but I fancied getting a wee scrambled eggs from the shop for my breakfast. I usually have my own, but I'm in a rush, so I've no time to get any. Just hopefully don't have to slam on the brakes at all until I get to the field, or any big potholes. Or the dog doesn't eat my breakfast, because that's happened. Really getting some tailing off in terms of fert coverage into the hedge there. See, it's all around this field. Boundary control's not done that good a job here. Anyway, let's not bother about that, let's bother about scrambled eggs. Tell you what, you don't get too many better tractor meals than that. Oh, now we're talking. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy this. Combine's going, Kev's getting the first load, he's away over the other side there. Fantastic! We're going to get till mid-afternoon I reckon today before the rain comes on.
As a leading pioneer in people like Sam Altman and so on, that is really hitting the headline. It's that technology. And Jesus quietly said, "You would have no power."
Right, let's go and chuck some discs on this yoke and keep going till the rain hits. Where you been, Matt? Go on in. Looks a decent crop in here. Be interested what the yield monitor's pinging away at, but it's coming in about 19% moisture, so not the best, but we'll take it, especially with heavy rain coming and mixed conditions. Monitor, not too bad. Yeah, it's kind of 9.3 up to 10.5 in places, so that average sitting around 10 tonne a hectare, which it was certainly not turning a nose up at that, so happy days. Let's go and do some disking, work some ground. Kevin, Harvey and Dunk are going to work away here until the rain comes on and then call it a day at that. And Well, I'll do the same. It's coming. It's coming in hot. Still moving the comment. You can see a puff of stour over that direction. That's where we're cutting. I've made a little more of a dent. I keep getting in this field and doing 2 or 3 hours and getting stopped for a reason or the other. Next reason I'm going to get stopped is this rain. Half an hour, I think we'll be done. Unfortunate, because if we'd had a full day today and that rain didn't come, we'd have got all the week complete, which would have been fantastic as of the 17th of August today. Proper cab man here. I'm all on joystick mode, so I don't need any pedals. The only thing I've not got is auto turn at the end. I have to turn the machine at the end, which is, it's tough. It's tough, it's really tough. So it's tough at the top, it's even tougher at the bottom. Up to 9k, drop that in. Oh, a bit late. Oh well. That's the rain on. Combine's definitely stopped now, and I'm going at the moment, but I don't think I'll be going too much longer. We've hung on for a few hours, we're still going. It's coming up 7 o'clock. I should have stopped, realistically. It's a bit skitey and slippery, and combined with the trash and the dung and the moisture, it's not good going right now. We're up to 20-something% slip. Diesel's gone up a bit, 11.2 litres per hectare. Pre the rain we're sitting about 10.5, so it's costing us another 70 pence a hectare. I'm going to work into this corner, and then that'll be that. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, I think it was time to stop.